And welcome to my channel. So in this episode we are going to be walking from St Bees to Ennerdale Bridge. Remember, if you like this kind of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Good morning, here we are on day one.
What are we doing today, Duncan?
Just approaching the start point of the Wainwright coast to coast, which should just be over there. That way, everybody, you can see the Isle of Man in the distance. It's a very nice clear
Where
day.
the TT is.
Which is rather fine view.
We are at St Bees Beach, which is where the start of the Wainwright coast to coast is. So yeah, Wainwright. Well, who was Wainwright? He was
Alfred Wainwright.
Alfred Wainwright. Let me come on this side so we can see you. Just get in the picture.
One of the most famous local.
He's a local. Yeah. Back to the story. Alfred Wainwright. From there, when was he? Around 1950s?
Oh, I don't know. I think he probably died. Yeah, second half of the 20th century. And there's a lot of hills named after him across Cumbria, and they're called the Wainwrights because he drew them. He was an artist, and he did like etchings and things of all these hills. And people do the Wainwrights. 207.
It's like bagging Monroe's.
It's like something like that. But yeah. It's not to do with height. It's to do with which ones he liked.
Yeah. They just painted them right. Start of coast to coast walk. Let's go and have a little look at this. The man, the myth, the legend. Yes.
There it is.
There he is.
So in 1991 he died. 07 to 91.
Alfred Wainwright. So this is what we're walking. We're starting here in St Bees, Ennerdale Bridge. So we're doing all of this. Meeting Duncan's brother in Kirby Stevens, and then we're going to end up in Robin Hood's Bay. And we'll spend the last night in Scarborough having a little celebratory drink, I expect. So that's it. 190 miles ahead of us. I think the tradition is you pick a stone up and you carry it across the country. So let's go and look at the ocean. Oh, a little bit. Did well to control it.
Yeah. Are you doing this walk?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
fantastic.
started.
How long did it take you?
12 days.
13?
Yeah.
So here we are at St Bees on the beach. Looking back on the beach, and couldn't ask for a nicer day to start this hike. Oh, got the first little hill here. First little taste of it. Pretty heavy with my 17 kg backpack, but I guess I'm gonna get used to this over the next 12 days. Anyway, onwards and upwards. And let's enjoy the next 8 hours before we get to, I think it's Ennerdale Bridge is the first stop. Well, you might be interested in what I'm carrying in my pack. I'll finish this sweet first and let you know. Alright, so as I was saying, what's in my backpack? So I've got 17 kilo pack, about 17 kilos, and in there I have all my camping equipment, like tents. Oh, this looks slippery. Oh, shit. So yeah, I've got a tent, sleeping mat, sleeping bag, bivy bag, a poncho if it gets really wet, waterproofs, I've got down jacket, I've got all my wet food, all my cooking equipment, gas, burners, pots, pans. So basically everything to be self-sufficient. I've got all my water purification stuff in there, just tablets, nothing fancy, so I can get water on the way. So at the moment, as you can see, the conditions are amazing, but it's March, and the potential for rain. I mean, it's forecast to be snowing, which can possibly still happen, but that is going to be that'd be horrible. Well, it won't be horrible, it'd be beautiful, but it'd be quite dangerous and cold. So yeah, I've kind of prepared for each eventuality should it happen, so I don't get caught out from the weather. Just means heavy bag, lugging a heavy bag around, but I'd rather that than getting in mischief up on the hills, up on the fells, and have to call for help.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, walking by the edge of this cliff, sheer drop as you can see, which is a bit scary, but beautiful views. Right, just ahead of us here is Whitehaven, and then we're going to turn right.
I better not say that actually, I get in trouble with the locals.
Whitehaven, it's a beautiful area, and we're going to head up here to this little house, and this is where we take a right, start walking towards Sanith.
Which is spelled Sandwith,
Sandwith,
but you pronounce it Sanith.
but you pronounce it Sanith. Berkham's Quarry area, and Sanith, Christopher's footpath sign, heading this way. So this is where we leave this bit of coastline and head east. Right, we are heading off now, and ahead of us you can see the beginning of the lakes, the Lake District, the fells, and we're going to be walking on this probably about another 11-12 miles till we get to Ennerdale Bridge. So down that one.
Little sand.
Yeah, but there's
Oh, same as here.
same, right? So I don't know if you can see that reflections, but heading down this footpath, heading into a place called Stanley Pond. Alright, we're going to head down across there over to that track, so we're heading in that direction.
Bridge.
Thanks, Squirt. So peaceful.
Right, what do you say to the right of you?
Yeah, it's that way, and then up the track over there, I think. Rightish.
Oh, where we saw the people walking.
Catkins on here. It's rather beautiful.
We've done 8 miles.
8 miles? Oh, good. 184 left.
7 miles.
7, it says, yeah. This is the Coast to Coast plaque erected by Mulrow Residents Association, 2007. Colin Telfer, sculptor.
So we've done about half our day's work.
It's not bad. Half of the day, half the day's walk is done. It's about 1 o'clock.
Perfect, 10 to 1, yeah.
Yeah, 10 to 1.
Nice to see the Colin.
I don't know if you can see, there's all these big murals on the wall. create love. Greater love hath no man than to lay down his life for his friends.
Hello. Cleater.
That way.
On c2c this way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just over the brow of the hill, you'll see a small footpath first side.
Cheers.
You're not very fine, aren't you? You can say that to it.
Feels hard. Big hill. So I don't quite know how I'm going to feel when I get to even bigger ones like Helvellyn. It's going to be hard work. Oh, it's quite a view. I climbed up all this and down there. Oh, I am getting a bit knackered. But we're going to stay in a nice house, guest house, pub, and get a nice pint of Wainwright's ale. Try that. I'm sure that'll perk me up in about a couple of hours' time. Alright, just reached the top of this little summit, peak, whatever you want to call it. Oh man, you can see ocean pretty much all the way around. Wow, what a view. Is it worth the climb? Oh, I'll tell you tomorrow. I guess that's where we're heading. Is that Helvellyn ahead of us?
Don't know.
There's snow on that hill. We're now going down into the forest, heading down. I think we've got about 6 kilometres left to get to Innerdale Bridge, so it's quite steep, a little bit hard to navigate through this foresty bit. There's loads of tracks, but pretty sure we're going the right way. Oh, so keep going. Oh, thankfully this little track leans up in between these two very steep hills, so I'm very grateful I didn't have to climb over them because I am absolutely knackered. I am completely done in. This is bloody hard work. And to think now I've got another 12 days to go of this. Bloody hell, I'm going to be so tired. I've got to eat some of this food in my bag, throw it away. Oh, we made it to Innerdale Bridge. I'm totally chin strapped, legs ache, feet hurt. Over the bridge I think. How do you feel, Dunk? How do you feel?
How I feel?
Yeah.
Thirsty.
Thirsty, yeah, pint time.
Yeah, things do ache.
Good.
I'm alright.
I'm glad to hear they ache.
And the blister crisis hasn't really threatened anymore. So that's alright. That'll be alright by tomorrow, I think. And my left hip is not as bad as it could be. The knees are alright.
Good. Pint, here we come. We are here. Cheers, Dunk.
Cheers.
Lovely. Alright, first night we have cheated. And we've got...
It's not cheating.
We've got...
Walk all the way. It's not cheating.
I actually feel crippled, right? I really do. My legs, I feel like I've just got, I feel like I've ridden a horse for like all day. I'm hobbling, everything hurts, my legs are agony, my rucksack was rubbing on my hip bones, which are painful. My toes are banging against the front of my boots, which is... Not a drama queen, it's true. Banging against the front of my boots. I think I might lose my toenails, actually. So, it's been a pretty tough day. It's not been easy by any stretch of the imagination. It's not been easy. It's been a difficult whole day, but you know, I soldiered on and I made it. So I'm pretty proud of myself. Anyway, Duncan's going to separate the beds.
Well, I'm not used to passing it.
How far do you want? What distance do you want between us? How far?
No, done.
Is that enough? You sure? Okay. Right, so I'm going to go and have a shower and just chill. See you in the morning. Alright, well, morning of day 2. We're just leaving the Shepherd's Arms. Expensive night, £102 for the night.
Yeah, well, that was with all the scrannage and beers.
Yeah, we had full breakfast, which was very nice, and a really nice evening meal.
Room was 133 between two. So.
Hi, and welcome to my channel. In this episode, we're going to be walking from Annandale Bridge to Borrowdale. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe. So we're heading down now to Annandale Water. So the first half of the day I think it's going to be okay around by the lake and through the forest, and then the second half of the day we've got a hideous, horrendous climb which looks like the contour lines are almost just one line. They're so close together, so that is going to be a test. We are just heading through the forest now, and I don't know if you can see, but just ahead beyond that field is Annandale Water. So we're going to walk around the south side, I think, or the lower bit of the lake, and then into the forest down below. Alright, we've reached Annandale Water, and we're going to go around skirting around the lakeside. Not going up, there's a track up over the top there, but we're going to keep on the lower track. So, save ourselves for the big climb. It looks nice. Just coming up to the end of Annandale Lake. It's rather beautiful. The rain is just kind of spitting a little bit. I think it's forecast for heavier later. However, now is okay. Not so cold. Kind of nice. So that's the end of Annandale Lake, just Annandale Water. And then we'll head down through that valley, through a forest there ahead of us, and then over that humongous mountain, which is going to be exhausting, and then we're going to end up in Borrowdale. Oh shit. Oh. We're going to end up in Borrowdale. Just taking a little 5-minute break, 10-minute break, just by the bottom of Annandale. Hot chocolate I made in the hotel.
How hot is your hot chocolate?
It's warm, it's not hot, but it's drinkable, nice. Anyway, enjoy the view. Okay, we have just come away from the Ennerdale water. We're now heading through the forest. How far do you reckon this is? How many K? Couple of K?
Along here, no, but 5 or 6 of that. I think it's quite a long stretch.
Long stretch in the forest.
Longish stretch. Well, I think there's kind of... It feels like today we've got 3 sections. One is the lake, and this middle section, so like three thirds. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the last one is up and over.
Up and over, okay.
So.
That's the one I'm not looking forward to. Wow, beautiful clear water. A bit rotten. Ah, the spectacular views up there. Oh, they're beautiful. Here he is, Wainwright. Wainwright himself. We are just reaching YHA Black Sail, and then we'll have to go up over that saddle up there. I don't know if there's anyone here at the moment, but I might be able to fill it with some water, which would be good for that big climb. Right, this is the YHA Honesty Cafe. So you just stop here, Black Sail, stop here, make some a cup of tea, maybe get a little biscuit, and you pay for it, leave the money here. There's the prices. Nice way to get out the wind and rain. Hey?
Yeah, really. I was looking for a teapot actually.
Well, maybe not, mate. Just cups. There's a cafetiere up there.
You get to the top,
You turn right.
and then you effectively you're taking a bearing to somewhere in that direction.
Yeah, that's what looking from.
Yeah. And effectively, if you picture it, that you've got the red style, close high style, then haystacks. Haystacks is up there. Haystacks whiz round, and effectively you've got Honister, which is on the right hand side of it.
Is Honister Hawes where the Honister Pass crosses
Yeah,
over?
yeah.
Where the bike keeps the cycle.
Oh yeah, too right.
So I've ridden over that way.
Yeah.
I recognise that, I suppose.
Alright, that's where we have just climbed up from. Down that sort of valley thing. Incredibly hard work, but almost to the top. Right, what a view. I think that's Ennerdale where we passed this morning. And then coming up through the mountains. That one's Ennerdale, right?
Sorry?
Is that Ennerdale? That lake?
Oh, that's Ennerdale Lake. No, Bottomere Lake.
Bottomere Lake, oh okay, Bottomere, so Ennerdale's down there. Alright, so we're heading around here, right around, and over on that ridge just before the other mountain is Honister, which is where we're heading to now before we drop down into Borrowdale. Rain is picking up. Rain's picking up, got rain on the lens. Pretty wet right now. It's starting to get a bit cold. The weather's closing in. There's a few people on the route today. We're in a bit of a procession. Very popular route, this one. Even on a day like today. A hard right on the map. Alright, this is Honister House. Honister House, I think it's called. Oh, it's nice to be off those uneven rocks. So I think it's pretty much downhill from here to Borrowdale. But no, I'm not sure. I think so. It's like a little runoff pool.
Hiya, well done guys.
We made it. Finally got up there. Alright, got chocolate done. Back out into the rain.
It works out the same, really.
Where does that go? Down to that path? I think our new hostel, YHA, is our white building just ahead of us, so that's been a good 8 hours or so hiking to date. Looking forward to getting there, taking the pack off, relaxing. Made it. People tenting it. Nice little hut there you can sleep in. Alright, we've made it to Borrowdale YHA, second day. Hopefully, throughout the 12 days, it's going to get progressively easier the fitter we get, stronger we get. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now, take care. We're just leaving YHA Borrowdale. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be walking from Borrowdale to Grasmere. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget, please subscribe. Today is a short day and we are just going down to Grasmere, so yeah, it should be nice. Only a small chance of rain today in the morning, and then after today it's rained solidly for the next 5 days on the forecast. Here we go, start of day 3. Out into the lakes again. Fairly short day today, but worryingly I don't have anywhere to sleep tonight, so
I think it's that valley. We came down this one.
yeah.
And it sort of dog legs back on itself.
Look, a little bit of cloud in the air.
Morning, here we are, day 3. Walking out of Wainwright. Nice short day, 8 miles-ish. To Grasmere over that hill there, which Rich is about to show you, we think, or up that valley at least. And then an early arrival, hopefully an early start of Welling tomorrow. Not lovely weather particularly.
How far is that way, right?
No, it's up there.
Up there, over there.
So we get to the end of this.
Alright, we're just in Wainwright now. We're just heading, following the signpost to Grasmere. Like going back in time. Alright, very cool little old path, public bridleway. There's more people behind.
Huh?
Well, if it was summer, that would be a lovely place for a dip under the waterfall. Not summer, so not dipping. Oh, it looks like the path keeps going up. Not so much further now. So we've got more to go. Upside of there, right? Hey?
Where the path goes.
Yep. Nice little flat bit here. I think we just came up the wrong side. It's so steep. Steep, slippery. Feels, in my mind, a bit dangerous.
What is?
This. fall down there, you're in trouble. Yeah, I think those are the steps up there we should have gone on. Anyway, never mind. Scramble is over, we're at the top. It is rather beautiful up here today. Not easy walking. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I've got a big pack on my back. That makes it a little bit harder. Anyway, almost at the top. Woo! We're now above that craggy bit you saw earlier. Wow, that massive big bowl. Pretty cool. Up there, I guess, over there. That away. We found a trail made of these massive blocks on top of the hill, so kind of nice to follow. Oh, that's where we came up from this morning.
I just had to explain, give me the camera a minute, Rich. I just had to explain to Richard that these are probably not natural and they've been installed by somebody. I think he thought they were a clever glacial formation.
Yeah, I did. I just thought they were here. Oh, someone's put them here. So we're heading in that direction. I don't know if you can see there's a wiggly path up over that hill. But basically we just stay on this path now all the way to Grassmere. Okay, I think over there is the old mining stuff and this. I don't know what this is here, but I'm going through some metal gate thing. Oh. So Grassmere is somewhere down there. So there is two routes on this bit of the Wainwright walk, and this is I think the original one, and there's another blue line that you can follow. It goes along, I'm pretty sure it goes along that ridge line there and then down, but we decided to come down sooner rather than later because the weather, although sunny at the moment, doesn't look that great, so yeah, better to get off the high ground if we can. Just walking down, they've got a little enclosure there, brick stone wall around a bit. Wonder why that particular bit and nothing else has a stone wall around it. If I can get a bit closer. Okay, maybe that's why coming off the highland or whatever you call it up here, down a bit, it seems to be a lot more fields. All this is suddenly new. You know, divided up into field areas. So yeah, probably why. Alright, we're right down now. Pretty cool. So hard to walk on. These wonderful old roads and old barns, buildings.
The YH.
Well, that YHA.
Put that kite spinning around outside it. Right, so you go look in the village first? Or do you want to go and look in there first?
I'd like to go in there first, as we're right here. Alright, we found the YHA, but I still don't know if I can camp, so I'm going to go inside, see if I can get somewhere. There's a tent over there, so I don't see why I can't join them. Anyway, I guess I'll find out soon. Alright, so there is camping. I can camp. I'm going to camp here. £15 for the night. So I'm just looking for somewhere that's not too totally soaked. And I think probably here. A bit of shelter from the trees. Hopefully it won't fall on my head, kill me. Alright, I've decided to put up the tent, so I'm just going to bang it up. I hope it's not too cold, though. It looks alright now, so what's it going to be like tonight? I don't know. Alright, well, there it is up. It's a little trekking pole tent. So, it's a bit of space outside and then I'm in there. So, I'm hoping it's going to keep me dry. Single skin tent from Amazon, less than 50 quid. So, seems like a good deal if it remains dry. I've got a bivvy bag. There, just in case. So we'll see. But anyway, let's try. We just wandered into town after I set up my tent. Just seeing what was around and grabbing some food and having a beer. Oh, sorry. Okay, that is about it for today. Thank you very much for watching these videos. I hope you enjoy them, and if you do, please do me a big favour and hit that subscribe button for me. It really helps my channel grow a lot. So tomorrow again we've got to keep walking, and I will show you exactly what we get up to on the next video. See you next time. Take care. Bye for now. Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we are walking from Grasmere to the YHA at Helvellyn. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, please hit that subscribe button. Right,
Day 4.
day 4.
Helvellyn, up and over. Got
So-
a foul day for it.
Foul day. Well, it's just starting to rain. So luckily I managed to pack up this morning from my campsite over there in the dry. Now it is forecast 2 weeks of solid rain. It's like monsoon season in
Yeah,
England.
but it's forecast for rain here, but we're going there. So that's alright.
Rain. I am just packing up. Just thought I'd better film it. It rained quite a lot last night. But actually, inside this thing, surprisingly, I remained completely dry. I think there was one spot of rain. Anyway, pack the tent up and then we can get going. The weather is not great today. We're heading up into that misty valley there. It's kind of a nice explosion of colour. And there's blossoms over there. But yeah, that's where we're heading, guys. Up into that valley. Right, Tungill. Okay, so this is where we leave a bit of civilization and we start heading off now. Up into the wilds. So we're heading on this bridle way up to Patterdale. Up into that mist and cloud line. Alright, the rain is consistent but not heavy. So just staying waterproofed. Gate shut. So yeah, it's not heavy rain at the moment, and thankfully down here there's not a lot of wind. So if it stays like this, it should be a lot nicer. You can see it's pretty wet. Potentially dangerous, a bit slippery, falling in there with a big heavy pack on. A lot of water around, so you need to be pretty careful crossing them. Alright, do we need another way?
I think we might go across there.
Alright, there's not many, or there's no real, well there are, but few and far between, markers, like route markers. So without a map, some kind of navigation, you'd be a little bit buggered. Sheep on the mound. Alright, we're going to head up this side. I think all of those routes basically go around this and head up to the tarn at the top. So we're going to meet up, I think, no matter what. Right, we have our waterproof pants on, waterproof jacket, getting ready for a rather wet and cold day's hiking up and over Helvellyn. Let's hope for the best. Pretty steep and take tiny little steps. Quite tiring. Right, we have just walked up that valley. I don't know if you can see, there's a beck stream, and then beside it there's the trail. And then we're just going up, up, up. Looks like it goes up there somewhere and then up some more. Well, the weather's pretty much set in now. We have reached the top of that climb. Obviously we've got to climb up over there. Oh, I think I see people up there, so maybe that way. We should go by Grisdale town at some point, but that isn't this bit, so maybe the next bit. But Wet indeed, wet it is. How you feeling, mate? How you doing?
Alright, I'm tired.
I was hoping this might be Grisdale Tarn, but I guess it's further up.
That's the next one.
Next one over that other ridge. Right, rocky bit. Oh, yeah, we just met some lads from Ukraine hiking around. So we met people from everywhere here actually. Hey, I was just saying the lads are from the Ukraine. I was saying we met people from all different parts of the world doing this in the rain. Believe it or not, that in that white mist is Grisdale Tarn. And then by the time we get around the other side of it, we've got to make a decision whether we're going to go up to the summit of Helvellyn or not. And the weather, you can't see anything, it's raining constantly, but there's no wind, and if this wind picks up, then it could be like very horrible. So we have alternative routes and we have maps, so we might just go the other way. I think better when you're up in the mountains or up in the hills, fells, whatever you want to call them. Better to err on the side of caution, even though we've got kit. You don't need to put yourself in danger just for the hell of it. So we might not go up today, and we might, but Helvellyn isn't going anywhere. There's always another day. See the water's edge just there, so I just thought I'd show you guys. I thought I'd show you the water just to prove there is a lake in front of us, great big lake. Just white out with the mist and the rain. Well, we've reached the end of Grisdale Tarn. A couple of guys in tents over there, and I guess we've got to make a decision whether we go up to summit, which is into that mist and up, or we just stay down. What do you reckon?
No, I don't think it's a good idea.
To go up?
No.
I agree.
I think we'll get very cold and very wet, possibly lost.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
discussion, valor and all that.
Yeah. There's always another day. Need to find out where our trail is. Alright, there's the mountain lodge. Almost fell over. Alright, we're down now and just kind of heading along this bit towards Patterdale, and then we'll find the youth hostel, and that'll be it for the day. But yeah, kind of glad we got down off the summit, or didn't go up to the very summit, because it would have been could have been nasty. So I don't know, better not to risk it. Anyway, it's gone nice down here. That's where we walked from, all the way up there, and that's Helvellyn up there in the cloud. Looking in. Oh. Good old boys. In the middle of nowhere. That's isolated farming. Well, that's the other track I guess we would have walked on, where the sheep are. Okay, we are down, and we're just heading into Glenridding now. It's rather nice. So just have a little look in there. A little look in Glenridding and then head to the YH. Okay, we've just reached, this is Ullswater, and we're heading round, following the road round to Glenridding. Well, hopefully get a nice cup of tea and something to eat. But this is rather beautiful. So this is Ullswater. Right. Tea and Bicky in the cafe before we head any further. So this is just right by the water. Kind of nice. Alright, just stopped here for a cup of tea. It's kind of nice. I think we're going to walk around there. What's this place called? Oh, Lakes. There you go, Lakeside Tea Room. Lakeside Tea Room. Cup of tea and a chocolate biscuit, £6.50.
You didn't have chocolate biscuit, you had a piece of cake.
Cup of tea and a piece of
cake.
orange chocolate cake thing, £6.50.
You didn't have biscuit, you had a piece of cake.
Likes a piece of cake. So the youth hostel is just up that valley there. That's where we're going to walk to now. A couple of miles. Alright, we are heading up now. One of these is the YHA hostel. Well, hopefully, this is Helvellyn YH. So hopefully we can just get in, get these packs off, get a nice hot shower and a nice cold beer. Happy days.
Not in that order.
What's your order?
I'm going to do it in the other order.
Take your clothes off, have a beer and then have a shower.
Yeah.
Okay, good call.
No. Have you stopped? No, okay, no. It's for your viewing audience out there. I'm not going to drink my beer naked.
Okay.
No. The first thing I'm going to do is have a beer.
Yes.
And I'm going to stuff my boots, not in the old-fashioned way,
Yeah.
with newspaper.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to fill my boots, actually.
Fill your
I'm going
boots.
to fill my boots.
Fill your boots and we're going to drink some beer.
And then I'm going to go and have a shower.
Great.
No, yes.
There we go.
No.
YHA car
I was
park.
going to say, I'm going to fill my boots, have a beer. No, yeah.
Beer, boots, shower, bed.
Maybe beer, boots, beer, shower, food, bed.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
Good. Alright, YHA car park. Let's get there. Helvellyn. This is 1.6 miles from the little cafe where we had a cup of tea earlier. a bit of a trek uphill, but there you go. Oh, they've got some more of these cabin things. So there you go. Let's get inside. Boots, beer and bed. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye for now. Take care. Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be walking from the Helvellyn Youth Hostel to the King's Arms in Shap. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, hit that subscribe button. It's always useful. Grow this channel. Right, here we are, day 5. Not quite halfway.
No, not really halfway.
Not really halfway at all. Anyway, we are leaving Helvellyn YHA for another day trekking across the mountains. Pack's getting slightly lighter.
What am I trying to forget? I've got my headphones.
You forget everything.
My phone. I've got my little.
Got your walking boots on.
Little check.
Got your jacket on. Right. Everything present and correct. Oh, it's a nice fresh morning. Cold but dry. So today we are heading from Helvellyn towards Shap. A distance of about 17 miles over these kind of hills. So yeah, fun. Look at this. It's beautiful actually. Look at the fields there. So Duncan, how many hours are we doing today?
Quite a lot. Probably 9.
Big day today. 9 hours.
Probably 17 or 18
Long
miles.
day. 17 to 18 miles, maybe more like 9-10 hours of walking. We're gonna have a break at some point.
We'll have a break, yeah, thanks.
There you go. I've got it. Video evidence. Look at that. It's beautiful. Absolutely marvellous. Well, be. Just heading through the little village of Attydale. There's a local church. It couldn't be more different from yesterday, but we probably made the right decision not to go up Helvellyn because it was pretty horrible. But still out walking. Right, we're just heading out of Attydale and we're just going to that village there and then up on the hill there. You see a few people walking up, so that's our first big climb of the day. Get up to the top and then we're going that direction. That's where we stayed last night, at the top of that valley there. So that's where we just walked from. And then heading up here. So I think I got the timing wrong. I think I said 10 hours to Shap. It's actually 8 hours to Shap. Oh, it's beautiful. Clouds just lifting. There's trails everywhere. You can see. But Helvellyn shrouded in the cloud. So onwards we trek, further onwards to Shap. It's so beautiful and peaceful up here. There's a little lake there, and up ahead in that gap you can see the sea, but it's so peaceful, it's so nice. So I feel very fortunate to be here. Coming at 54, not young, got to keep going. Keep spirits high. Oh, it's lovely. You can hear the birds, smell the air. It is wonderful. Alright, just crossing over the top here, and remember what this town was called? Angletown. Look at that, so nice. Summertime, camp there, swim in there. It'd be rather lovely. Just hear the geese.
Right, so what's next? What's the next stage in the process?
Oh, go over the hill and then down the other side.
No, not process.
Right, a little break. The egg.
Actually, Kit Kat.
So we're doing a sharp left here, going this is Kisley Pike, this one here, and then if we carry on going, we can go. The lake's down. Oh, I can see the lake here. The lake's just there. So if we keep going, this is called High Street, and we turn left. If we're going to go below that lake, I don't know if you can see it. The lake is just there. But we're going to stay on this side and go on the north to Shap. So yeah, Kisley Pike there. Yes, it'll be amazing. But yeah, like you said, the weather's coming in from that side. Look at that. So lucky to be here. See the sea over there. There's a little town on top of that ridgeline. It's just sun, cloud coming through. After all these hills, that way looks a little bit boring. Looks a bit flat. So basically we're heading east, so we just keep walking that way about another 100 and so miles, 110, 120 miles, I guess that way, on foot, walking. It looks like we could have cut the corner there, look. Anyway, right, little 360 view. 360 view from this summit. Okay, so down there is Highwater Lake. Almost. Just looking here, there's a wall there that runs up the side of the hill and just ends at the edge of that cliff. Kind of weird. It just goes up and stops. So that lake, we've got to walk all around the head of that lake and then across. Right, just coming down here, it's really awkward. It's really no footholds, and that bit up there was just rocks, they're horrible, but anyway, almost down to the lake. Finally we're down by the lake, so we've just got to keep walking all around the lake now until we get to the top bit, and then we take a bit of a right, and then That is Shap. Alright, we're heading down to the end of this horse water. I don't know how far it goes around the corner, but you can see it's quite a trek. Still a few hours walking to go. Well, after what feels like hours of walking, you can finally see the end of the dam wall, the end of the lake. So that is probably still half an hour away. Still a good old trek around there, all around there. These gates are massive.
Oh, right, yeah.
They're like Jurassic Park style gates. They're like, I don't know what's going to come through there. That's that size, but they're humongous. Look at that. Right, I have to say I am getting a bit tired. I've still got a couple of hours left of walking to go before we get to the place we're going to sleep tonight. Alright, we're down off the high places in this little village and passing some rather nice houses. Past a lake. I think we've still got about 4 or 5 kilometres until Shap, so about 3 miles. There you go, if you fancy a place for sale, contact these guys. Well, a traditional red pillar box, telephone box. A lot of these have been changed into, we have AEDs now, they're defibrillators. Very quiet little village. Bone banks. Coast to coast. All this different stuff you see on the coast to coast. Very ancient woodland. We're going over one of the very old bridges. There's a new one, newish one next to it. Alright, so let's have a look at the side of this bridge. I guess it's very old, this one. Look at that. Very cool. This place you can camp in apparently if you go pay someone. Right, now it's just fields and gentle rolling bits for a couple of K. Oh, look at this tree here, all these growths on there, all these cankers. Funky, aren't they? Anyway, Really, really boggy underfoot. Not easy walking, like walking up rivers, through quagmires and marshes. Oh, it's like getting late and tired. Basically, we're crossing just a whole hodgepodge of old footpaths, and it's like hard to stay on the trail, hard to navigate. I've got to have a dog's leg now to get back on the path. Oh, you think she got food?
You think we brought you food, love?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? You're very tame sheep, aren't you?
Hello. Do you want some food? Yeah, I both think she got food. Right, we're slowly getting there. Absolute ball ache. And we're heading to Shap Abbey. Oh! Jeez, that dinky little gate. Right. Ah, lovely, another lovely old bridge. So we're just crossing the fields towards Shap Abbey. Thank you, Squire. Just trudging across to Shap Abbey. It's just in front of Duncan. Well, over that bridge. Right, there is the Abbey. Although we won't be stopping to look at it. It's too late and we need to keep going. Still got another, probably, mile or so to go. Doesn't seem possible. It seems to be a lot more than 17 miles. Anyway, that's Shap Abbey. Oh. At some point. So it's going to fall down very soon. Hey? No, it's all absolutely in ruins. Oh, where's Shap? I can finally see Shap. What's the time? It's getting late, isn't it? 6?
It's 25 past 5.
25 past
We're
5.
a little bit later than we thought.
Maybe,
Bit of dodgy navigation.
maybe 40 minutes later than we were hoping for.
Yeah.
We're hoping to get in just for 5, but anyway, we're here. A long old day. Oh, very happy chappy to see the Shap sign. Here we go, Shap. And here we are. Shap, day 5.
King's Arms Hotel.
King's Arms Hotel, done.
Done, and it's actually not as bad a day as we were expecting.
So,
I mean, it's not great, but
welcome to day
6.
Hi, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going from Shap to the hostel in Kirby Stevens. It's muddy here. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, hit that subscribe button, it does help. Let's get on with today's episode of our coast to coast of our coast to goat epic hike, 190 miles across some of the toughest landscape in the United Kingdom.
Oh, you're such a drama queen. No, it's alright, it's not. It was tough for yesterday. It's going to be today, let's just say that.
Today's going to be a long trudge through oh, it's raining. A long trudge through muddy, knee-deep, muddy fields.
You don't know that, mate, you don't know that.
I do know that, based on yesterday, which was just over there. So, yeah. Anyway, we are halfway. Almost.
Yeah.
Almost halfway.
We saw some halfway when we get to the end of today.
It's raining. Sort of halfway today. So
We turn right here.
6 up here. Right, trudging up here. So we got 20 miles to do today. 20 miles, but without the massive climb. So in theory, it should be quite a lot easier. Actually, it's not so cold off the highland. Yeah, it's windy, but we'll see when we get soaked through. When these start wetting out completely, then we'll see how cold and wet we are. Dr. Doolittle here is meeting the local horses again. Hello. Hello. How you doing? What do you want?
Come on, Donk. You want to say hello to me?
That's what happens when you walk the coast to coast. You get the chance to see all the different aspects of the English countryside. Very nice. Right, this is the M6 motorway, and I guess we're heading to that bridge up there. Probably, unless we try and run through the traffic. Right, this is what it's like now, right next to the M6. Just about to cross over. There's some interesting little ways of getting through the walls. Yeah. So you can obviously climb up these steps and go through. There's a lot of different ways of doing it. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. Come on. How do you win? We have a rainbow. Must be a good sign. Rainbow over Shap. Rainbow.
We'll carry on.
Up over or
I think so.
straight?
Straight up here.
The wind is so strong, pushing us sideways. This is what we decided to come on. This here is Shapfell Quarry, so we get right there, and there's a very big hole, Shapfell. So we're going around that basically on this track. It's very cool geography. We're now in the Yorkshire Dales, just coming up through this place. Awesome. Alright, read some more of this geology here. met a couple of Canadian ladies. Trying to keep the lens right. Great big Atlas stone, dropped off by Ice Age, I guess. Alright, down and up.
And then at some point,
So go down that way.
break up to the left.
Okay. I think it's the cables you can hear in the wind. It sounds pretty eerie. Well, it stopped peeing down, but it's still very windy, as you can probably hear. Well, this looks a little bit run down. Yeah. Right, just down there is a stone circle. Don't know what this ruins is, but just behind it is a stone circle. Can you see it? Yeah, we're not going down there, we're going to Sunbiggin. Sunbiggin. On the coast to coast path. Sunbiggin. That way. Well, the sun's coming out a little bit, but look at that view. Beautiful. I have to remember to look around every now and again, otherwise just head down in the rain, trudging away. Alright, probably about halfway to Kirby Stevens. Just heading up there. Nice old road. Stone walled up from a little farmyard. Okay, up ahead is that body of water. So we just carry on. It's kind of nice. Sun's a bit over there. We've just trudged from way over there on the horizon and then just heading up past the flag. Oh, I don't keep going till we get to Kirby Stevens. So far. Right, some guys are rebuilding the wall. Dry stone. Hiya. Alright. Oh! Bit grim.
Well, so have you, but at least you're getting paid for doing that.
Finally, a bit of respite from the wind. Alright, crossing under the old railway by a nature reserve. Oh, I can't remember what it's called because I'm too tired. Then we've got to cross this river, double back, and climb over another big fell until we get to Kirby Stevens. Oh. Right, Right, this bit's super hard to navigate. We're having to go back up to the railway line because we can't cross this big river. So we're trying to make alternative plans. We're not that far from Kirby Stevens now, but far enough. Can we go up there? We'll obviously go somewhere. We'll go that way, right? Oh, what a ball ache. Right, so we are just walking along the old railway, and these are the old lime kilns. And just further on should be a viaduct, but yeah, this is where they used to cook all the lime. Ardell Gill lime kilns. Yeah. This is the Smodder viaduct. I'm assuming it says don't throw yourself off the side. Big drop.
Oh no, sorry.
This is
This path. No bike, no horses, no bungee jumping.
no bridge jumping. Don't throw yourself off. Yeah, there you go. It's kind of weird. It's made it a bit like a motorway. Well, we could almost just clamber up there, couldn't we? Straight up the side. Oh, quite a glorious viaduct. Just done a massive dog's leg. Ooh, out of the wind. Massive dog's leg. This is that's the line. Oh, and then yeah, swear away.
That was a long day. You have to beep that one out, I'm afraid.
You have to shout because
You have to get the profanity buzzer out for that, Richard.
Yeah.
Why did you suggest this to me?
I didn't.
Absolutely cream crackered.
Yeah.
Well over 20 miles today. Got lost once.
Got lost.
Lost an hour. Found a very, very dramatic viaduct though, which we'd never have seen. So heavy cloud and all that. And now we're about 10 minutes from the pub where Andy is waiting
Nice.
to greet us. Hopefully with open arms.
Alright, just
Right.
heading into Kirby Town Centre to get a beer. Absolutely done in. Can barely talk. Right, we did get to the pub and we did have a beer and we did meet Andy, Duncan's brother. So everything went well, we got there in the end. Thanks again for watching today and hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that subscribe button. See you next time. Right, we're on day 7. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are going from Kirby Stevens to Keld. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, please remember to hit that subscribe button. Let's see what today brings us. This was the hostel we stayed in, rather a funky little church. So we are heading to Keld today. So this is Kirby Stevens. It's quite a cool little town.
Me,
Yeah,
it's so much time to present these days. See?
Yeah.
We're at day 7. Feeling a bit trepidatious here because he's just starting today. It's my brother Andy. We're on 7. We're aching but feeling a bit better every morning, I think.
Yeah, a little
We've
bit
got
better.
11 miles today, but it's going to be muddy apparently.
Muddy and
But
boggy.
At least the weather is looking a bit more favourable than it was yesterday. It was foul yesterday, and we survived it though.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Okay, right, let's go. Right, time for some breakfast. A little bit of brekkie, my second breakfast probably, but you know, it's always worth eating more. Just coming over Frank's Bridge in Kirby, some mileage. There we go.
Lakes is more behind us, that's north.
Right, so it looks like we're just catching up with a group of, I think it's probably DVers heading, doing their either silver or gold or whatever they're doing. Hey?
That'll be bleak during the winter.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at all those daffs. Narcissus, lovely. Right, so we're heading up on top of the hill up there to the 9 standards. Past a few DVers, some gold ones on their last day. What a view! Windy, hey? Very windy. Alright, first river crossing of the day. Wet feet, here we come. I was hoping you'd fall in, it'd be good for the video.
What?
I was hoping you'd fall in. Yeah. Split, and then we're going up on this hill up to the 9 standards. Just passing some more gold Jacobetta kids, and then there's the Canadian ladies behind, and then there's some other walkers down there. So we're doing a good job. Wainwright's coast to coast. Right, bit watch that. Oh, it's so windy.
They're lucky. It's supposed to be good plan.
Oh, fuck. It's very deep. That's deep there, very deep.
I nearly twisted into it.
Yeah, be careful there.
That's that for the
Yeah.
rest of the day.
Wet feet. Finally getting up to the 9 standards. Looks like they are made from, like this little thing here, a load of rocks put together rather than one big rock. Let's have a closer look in a minute. Right on top now. Don't even know if you can hear me because the wind is howling. But this is it, the 9 standards. Oh. A little bit windy. November.
So there's no green here, so that map means we're the red must be at the there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Lovely, eh?
It's isolation for you. Mind you, look at all that. That's all peat farming over there.
Yeah. We had to spend hours picking our way through these peat bogs. There was no real path, and it was quite deep, muddy peat. Fun and games. Alright, that way. Windy, but not like it was. It was crazy up there. Getting through all that bogs and like knee deep in muddy, boggy water. It's kind of fun. Quite enjoyed it actually. But, yeah. So anyway, we are just weaving our way across country now until we get into Keld, and that'll be our. I think it's 11 miles for the day. So compared to yesterday, piece of cake. Right, got a fairly big river crossing here. Just wade through it. There we go. Again, I missed.
Yeah, that could work.
I'll do it again, Richard.
Hey?
I'll do it again.
Yeah, go on then. Get yourself in there. Ah, don't bother now, can't be bothered. Action, go. That is movie gold.
These shoes are clean.
Movie magic right there. Oh, this is Ravens. What was this one called? Ravens Seat. Lovely old bridge. So this is Ravens Seat. Probably delightful in the summer. Right, so we've kind of guesstimated it's about 3 or 4k to Keld, and that should be at the longest about an hour. Cow barn. Beautiful and sunny. What a view. Some of the coasters. It's about a mile to Keld.
At least, and this was every day of his life.
Car. Alright, Keld is half a mile. That is Keld Bunk Barn. So you can stay in the yurt. They look quite nice. Little barbecues outside. Can you remember how much these cost to stay in?
Three of these was 170 quid.
170 quid. And then you can ram as many people as you like in, I guess, can you?
Charge us 170 for three.
170 for three for a yurt.
And we're getting 3 bedrooms, or 2 bedrooms.
And breakfast, I take it.
And breakfast for 105.
We've made it to the metropolis of Keld and heading to Keld Lodge, which is apparently just here. Right, time for a cup of tea. Huh? Oh, what are you going to have? Right, we're just reaching Keld Lodge and this is where we're going to be staying for the night. So thanks again for watching my videos. If you like us walking across the country, then please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me grow my little channel to a bit bigger channel. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye for now. A beer?
Yes, beer, yeah.
Looks like cheap beer. Oh, we better sample that then. Keld Lodge. Yeah. What a beautiful way to get in.
Yeah, lovely.
Nice weather, nice views, nice beer. Shower. Wash my socks. Happy days. I was gonna go to the drying room. Right, let's go. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are going from Keld to Grinton Lodge. Remember, if you like this kind of content, please hit that subscribe button. Right, here we go, day 8. Getting the boots on. Morning of day 8. Weather's not so bad now. It was raining, just clear off a bit. So this is where we spend the night in the wonderful Keld Lodge. So we're going to head off this way. We're going to follow the river today. Alright, just heading off now. Time for some morning thoughts from the walking companions.
I don't think. Therefore, I'm not. No. Yeah. Well, it's.
Where are we going? Noncott.
We're going to Reeth and then Grinton.
Reeth and then Grinton to YH.
It's
How many minutes walk?
Day, a bit rainy, but it's probably better than it. No.
How long is it going to take us?
It's in the books in 5 to 6 hours.
6 hours ish.
5 to 6 hours.
Quite a casual walk today, isn't it? Casual walk by the river.
The easy route along the river.
Yeah.
We've been on the tops for days, so we're going on the bottoms
Change of scenery.
now. That's the butt house.
Ah. Any morning thoughts?
Morning.
Morning. There you go. There you have it.
Pound as usual.
Succinct.
Pound as ever.
Profound, did you say?
Pound.
Profound thoughts. Right. Actually, it's a bit colder today. It's not particularly warm. So we're heading like down by the river and then up that track, and then basically just going to drop down and follow the river for the best part of the day. So anyway, I'll show you little bits as we go, so you can enjoy the Yorkshire scenery. I guess we're heading into the Pennines soon. We're in the Pennines. This is Pennines.
You've been in the Pennines since you...
Wow.
Shap. You've been in the Pennines since Shap.
Yorkshire Dales? Is that called Pennines as well, is
We're in the
it?
Dales, Yorkshire Dales.
Oh, Yorkshire Dales is the Pennines.
It's part of the Pennines. Yorkshire Dales is a national park.
Got it. So
This
they
is a walk in the park.
quite literally a walk in the park.
Hence had a brilliant joke yesterday about being a walk in the park.
Yep. This is Keld Public Convenience, and if you want to have a pee, P is 20p. 20p for a pee in Keld. Or there's a lot of bushes and stone walls. Seems like quite a nice little village or little hamlet, congregation of houses. United Reformed Church, old schoolhouse there. Wow. Oh, is it? It's a very famous post box up in the wall for the giants of the Pennine. The campsite we looked at, Rookin's campsite. So you can stay in the lodge, which is at the top of this little hill, or you can come down here and stay in Rookin's camp. And then we are just heading now on start. Yeah, very popular route this. Last night in the Keld Hotel, so many walkers, in fact all the guests were walkers doing different trails and different routes, some coast to coasting and some just doing just local Pennine walks. So it's very, very popular. So if you want to book somewhere, make sure you book ahead. On guard. Oh, this is quite spectacular.
You shall not pass!
Tomfoolery. We're going to pass just up over the top, but decided to walk up here. Just check out this falls. Look at that, quite something. Well, the weather cloudy, but it's trying to look nice. We take the lower route, don't we? River, yeah, follow the river. Down there, we see the track skirts along the river, so we follow that for quite a few miles. Gently rolling down the hill with the river. Look at that timber, pretty big. Right, chorus. You and I,
we're
going up the Sunshine Mountain.
cold winds blow.
Sunshine Mountain,
Faces
all aglow.
turn your back on storm.
Head
Hold your head
up high,
up.
we're
Going up
Sunshine Mountain,
you
and I, and I, you and I.
What about blues? Can you play blues? The fucking blues, you can't. I can play anything. You guys watch this. Stand back and watch them then.
Alright, so yeah, very peaceful little meander down the river. Heading towards Reeth and staying in, what's the hostel called? YHA?
Grinton Lodge.
Grinton Lodge, YH, Youth Hostel. So, very pleasant little stroll with the little baby lambs frolicking in the meadow. Very, very nice. We're just crossing these little fields now into this little hamlet village of Gunlyside. Apparently there's a nice pub there, so we might stop and get a cup of tea. Or we might just keep walking. What a quaint little village. Cup of tea time, is it?
So,
Yeah.
oh, the king said that's the pub. Yeah, whose pub is in there? Tea room.
Quaint little village. Oh yeah. Tea time. Hmm? These beautiful old woodlands here, full of ramson, the wild garlic. Huge amounts, it's just covered, the whole hillside covered in wild garlic. It's wonderful. That's the road. crossing. I think the path goes up here. Yes, it does. Well. So, in the hotel bar last night, chatting away to all the walkers, and there's a Dutch lady in there who I was talking to. She was very frank about her opinions on everything. She kind of like respect. You know, I was telling her about things I was doing, part of my life, and about art and wanting to kind of pursue something in art. And she turned around to me and she said, "It's stupid, basically your ideas are stupid. They will never work. You will never make anything happen." And I thought, actually, yeah, you're probably right. Probably is a stupid idea. Probably will never happen. Probably like 1% of 1% ever make any money out of art, you know, consistently, to actually make it worthwhile doing. And then after doing all this walking, I was thinking, do you know what? Sometimes you just got to do it, even if it's a bloody stupid idea. But it's something that you like, it's a passion, it's an interest, it's something that you believe that you can do, you want to do, you like doing. So I think a lot of times, or sometimes, it's good to pursue stupid ideas just because you can. Why not? Just for the sake of doing it, because you like it. I don't think that's stupid. I don't think that's a stupid thing to do. I don't think following your heart, having an interest, having a passion and wanting to pursue it is stupid. So it was kind of refreshing to be told blunt slap in the face, all your ideas are stupid. But kind of good, I guess, occasionally to have a very strong reality check, is like, because it makes you reevaluate things and think like, yeah, it might be stupid, yeah, it might be never ever going to work, but why give up on something if you like doing it? So yeah, so that was my conclusion to doing stupid things that might never work. Do it if you enjoy doing it. If not, don't do it, but at least you've tried to do something. So that's my thoughts on the matter. River crossing.
Hopefully Andy get it wrong first.
Alright. Little bit dodgy. That looked easy enough.
Huh?
Looked easy enough.
I'll get across and go quickly on the other side.
Okie doke. Alright, now it's my turn. My turn now. Well, it's undoubted that being out in nature's good for the mental health, I think. I mentioned a few days ago that I was last minute on this trip, but being outdoors, being in nature, being surrounded by it, it really does bring a more of a sense of calm and peace, and you know, gives you a rational way to think about things, I guess. I don't know, it does for me anyway. I just think being outside makes me think completely differently, being in nature. So yeah, so anyway, I was last minute on this trip, almost in Reeth now, and then we just got to head over the road to Grinton Sunday. So thinking about getting some food somewhere, try and find a co-op or something, get some food and then make some food. So yeah, we've got about, I don't know, maybe 3 miles to get to Reeth, to get to Grinton, get to the YH in Grinton. And that'll be it for today. That'll be about, same as yesterday, I guess, about 11 miles. But dead easy, just like this by the river. It's been beautiful actually. A bit rainy now and again, but a lovely day. Well, that's been a very leisurely day, following the River Swale down from Kell to Reeth. So I'll pick up a few provisions here, and then we'll head over to Grinton, which is just over the river, a mile or so. There's our ultra runner. Right, looks like we've hit the city centre of Reeth. I just saw a guy running. I don't know if this is one of the ultras or not. Apparently there's an ultra marathon coming through Reeth today. Yeah, there he is. This guy. There. He looks like an ultra. Yeah. Yeah, and they've got numbers on, so it's got to be. Shit, he's carrying a lot of stuff.
That's 36 hours from...
36 hours?
They left. Yeah, they left yesterday morning. Yesterday morning.
So they've been going all night, these guys. And they're going the same route we're doing, right? Cross country?
Where's the bakery?
End up in Robin Hood's.
Is that it? It's Matt. Oh, Matt. Where's the bakery?
It was around the corner. But there must be a convenience shop somewhere.
Hey?
There must be a convenience shop. Well done. Good job, well done. Good job. These guys are running 190 miles. They've been doing it for what, 36 hours. Must be absolutely beat. We are now in the pretty little village of Grinton. So we're staying in the Grinton YHA, which is up a little hill, maybe about a kilometre out. I believe we're going to stop here and have a bit of a beer. Bridge in, time for a beer. Sit in the sun, see if we can watch any more ultra runners coming through. Right, we are now just got half a mile to go up to the hostel, and then that's us done for the day. Another day doing the coast to coast, crossing the country 190 miles, one day at a time, one step at a time, getting it done. So half an hour, I'll show you the hostel. Arrived at the YHA Grinton Lodge. Bit of a trek up from Grinton itself, but we're here finally. So eventually. So yeah, here we are.
When you finished drawing.
Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are going from Keld to Grinton Lodge. Remember, if you like this kind of content, please hit that subscribe button. Right, here we go, day 8. Getting the boots on. Morning of day 8. Weather's not so bad now. It was raining, just clear off a bit. So this is where we spend the night in the wonderful Keld Lodge. So we're going to head off this way. We're going to follow the river today. Alright, just heading off now. Time for some morning thoughts from the walking companions.
I don't think. Therefore, I'm not. No. Yeah. Well, it's.
Where are we going? Noncott.
We're going to Reeth and then Grinton.
Reeth and then Grinton to YH.
It's
How many minutes walk?
Day, a bit rainy, but it's probably better than it. No.
How long is it going to take us?
It's in the books in 5 to 6 hours.
6 hours ish.
5 to 6 hours.
Quite a casual walk today, isn't it? Casual walk by the river.
The easy route along the river.
Yeah.
We've been on the tops for days, so we're going on the bottoms
Change of scenery.
now. That's the butt house.
Ah. Any morning thoughts?
Morning.
Morning. There you go. There you have it.
Profound as usual.
Succinct.
Profound as ever.
Profound, did you say?
Profound.
Profound thoughts. Right. Actually, it's a bit colder today. It's not particularly warm. So we're heading like down by the river and then up that track, and then basically just going to drop down and follow the river for the best part of the day. So anyway, I'll show you little bits as we go, so you can enjoy the Yorkshire scenery. I guess we're heading into the Pennines soon. We're in the Pennines. This is Pennines.
You've been in the Pennines since
Wow.
Shap. You've been in the Pennines since
Shap.
Yorkshire Dales. Is that called Pennines as well? Is
We're in the
it?
Dales, Yorkshire Dales.
Oh, Yorkshire Dales is the Pennines.
It's part of the Pennines. Yorkshire Dales is a national park.
Got it. So
This
they
is a walk in the park.
quite literally a walk in the park.
Hence had a brilliant joke yesterday about being a walk in the park.
Yep. This is Keld Public Convenience, and if you want to have a pee, P is 20p. 20p for a pee in Keld. Or there's a lot of bushes and stone walls. Seems like quite a nice little village or little hamlet, congregation of houses. United Reformed Church, old schoolhouse there. Wow. Oh, is it? It's a very famous post box up in the wall for the giants of the Pennine. The campsite we looked at, Rookin's campsite. So you can stay in the lodge, which is at the top of this little hill, or you can come down here and stay in Rookin's camp. And then we are just heading now on the start. Yeah, very popular route this. Last night in the Keld Hotel, so many walkers, in fact all the guests were walkers doing different trails and different routes, some coast to coasting and some just doing just local Pennine walks. So it's very, very popular. So if you want to book somewhere, make sure you book ahead. On guard! Oh, this is quite spectacular.
You shall not pass!
Tomfoolery. We're going to pass just up over the top, but decided to walk up here. Just check out this falls. Look at that, quite something. Well, the weather cloudy, but it's trying to look nice. We take the lower route, don't we? River, yeah, follow the river. Down there, we see the track skirts along the river, so we follow that for quite a few miles. Gently rolling down the hill with the river. Look at that timber, pretty big. Right, chorus. You and I,
we're
going up the Sunshine Mountain.
where the cold winds blow.
Sunshine Mountain,
Faces
all aglow.
turn your back on storm.
Head
Hold your head
up high,
up.
we're
Going up
Sunshine Mountain,
you
and I, and I, you and I.
What about blues? Can you play? You guys watch this. Stand back and watch them then.
Alright, so yeah, very peaceful little meander down the river. Heading towards Reeth and staying in, what's the hostel called? YHA?
Grinton Lodge.
Grinton Lodge YH Youth Hostel. So, very pleasant little stroll with the little baby lambs frolicking in the meadow. Very, very nice. We're just crossing these little fields now into this little hamlet village of Gunleside. Right, there's a nice pub there, so we might stop and get a cup of tea. Or we might just keep walking. What a quaint little village. Cup of tea time, is it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, the king said that's the pub. Yeah, King's pub is in there. Tea room.
Quaint little village. Oh yeah. Tea time. Hmm? These beautiful old woodlands here, full of ramson, the wild garlic. Just huge amounts, it's just covered the whole hillside, covered in wild garlic. It's wonderful. Oh, it's a road. Interesting. I think the path goes up here. Yes, it does. Well. So, in the hotel bar last night, chatting away to all the walkers, and there's a Dutch lady in there who I was talking to. She was very frank about her opinions on everything. To kind of like respect. You know, I was telling her about things I was doing, part of my life, and about art and wanting to kind of pursue something in art. And she turned around to me and she said, it's stupid, basically your ideas are stupid, they will never work, you will never make anything happen. And I thought, actually, yeah, you're probably right, probably is a stupid idea, probably will never happen, probably like 1% of 1% ever make any money out of art, you know, consistently, to actually make it worthwhile doing. And then after doing all this walking, I was thinking, do you know what, sometimes you just got to do it, even if it's a bloody stupid idea, but it's something that you like, it's a passion, it's an interest, it's something that you believe that you can do, you want to do, you like doing. So I think a lot of times, or sometimes, it's good to pursue stupid ideas just because you can. Why not? Just for the sake of doing it, because you like it. I don't think that's stupid. I don't think that's a stupid thing to do. I don't think following your heart, having an interest, having a passion and wanting to pursue it is stupid. So it was kind of refreshing to be told blunt slap in the face, all your ideas are stupid, but kind of good, I guess, occasionally to have a very, very strong reality check, is like, because it makes you reevaluate things and think like, yeah, it might be stupid, yeah, it might be never ever going to work, but why give up on something if you like doing it? So yeah, so that was my conclusion to doing stupid things that might never work. Do it if you enjoy doing it. If not, don't do it. But at least you've tried to do something. So that's my thoughts on the matter. River crossing.
Hopefully Andy get it on first.
Alright. A little bit dodgy. That looked easy enough.
Huh?
Looked easy enough. Okie doke. Alright, now it's my turn. My turn now. Well, it's undoubted that being out in nature's good for the mental health, I think. I mentioned a few days ago that I was last minute on this trip, and but being outdoors, being in nature, being surrounded by it, it really does bring a more of a sense of calm and peace, and you know, gives you a rational way to think about things, I guess. I don't know, it does for me anyway. I just think being outside makes me think completely differently. Being in nature. So yeah, so anyway, I was last minute on this trip, almost in Reeth now, and then we just got to head over the road to Grinton Sunday, so thinking about getting some food somewhere, try and find a co-op or something, get some food and then make some food. So yeah, we've got about, I don't know, maybe 3 miles to get to Reeth, to get to Grinton, get to the YH in Grinton. And that'll be it for today. That'll be about same as yesterday, I guess, about 11 miles. But dead easy, just like this by the river. It's been beautiful actually. A bit rainy now and again, but a lovely day. Well, that's been a very leisurely day, following the river swale down from Kell to Reeth. So I'll pick up a few provisions here, and then we'll head over to Grinton, which is just over the river, a mile or so. There's Ultra Runner. Right, looks like we've hit the city centre of Reeth. I just saw a guy running. I don't know whether he's one of the ultras or not. Apparently there's an ultra marathon coming through Reeth today. Yeah, there he is. This guy. There. He looks like an ultra. Yeah. Yeah, and they've got numbers on, so it's got to be. Shit, he's carrying a lot of stuff.
That's 36 hours from...
36 hours?
They left. Yeah, they left yesterday morning. Yesterday morning.
So they've been going all night, these guys. And they're going same route we're doing, right? Cross country?
Where's the bakery?
End up in Robin Hood's.
Is that it? It's Matt. Oh, Matt. Where's the bakery?
It was around the corner. Well, there must be a convenience shop somewhere.
Hey?
There must be a convenience shop. Well done. Good job, well done. Good job. These guys are running 190 miles. They've been doing it for 36 hours. Must be absolutely beat. We are now in the pretty little village of Grinton. So we're staying in the Grinton YHA, which is up a little hill, maybe about a kilometre out. I believe we're going to stop here and have a bit of a beer. Bridge in, time for a beer. Sit in the sun. See if we can watch any more ultra runners coming through. Right, we are now just got half a mile to go up to the hostel, and then that's us done for the day. doing the coast to coast, crossing the country 190 miles one day at a time, one step at a time, getting it done. So half an hour, I'll show you the hostel. Arrived at the YHA Grinton Lodge. Bit of a trek up from Grinton itself, but we're here finally. So eventually. So yeah, here we are.
When you finished the drawing.
We are at the start of day 9. Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we are going from Grinton Lodge to Brompton-on-Swale. So please hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more and you like what I'm doing. We're leaving here, Grinton Lodge, and we're going to go kind of like that direction. Here we go again. Start of day 9. Just leaving.
Day 3 for me.
3 for Andy. Just leaving the lodge at Grinton, YHA.
Notable for the noise volume of the
Snoring.
And it wasn't either of these two. It was somebody else who might watch your YouTube channel one day.
So who got a good night's sleep? Anyone?
Nobody.
No. Recommended stay?
Well, yeah.
Private room. It's a nice place, just
Nice
needs
place.
a private room. Yeah, it's nice. Nice. So this is quite a nice place, look a little bit like a little castle. Stayed the night, not a great night's sleep. Too many snorers in hostels.
Blame place for smaller, can you really?
No, you can't. That's absolutely right.
You can't. It's one of the true points.
You absolute can't. You are a total can't. So that's the town of Reeth. That's where we saw the ultra runners going through yesterday. I think the record for the ultra runner is 55 hours. And the cutoff is something like 73 hours you've got to get. Don't know, they stop you running. So we are today heading that way, over that hill, to Brompton-on-Swale. Morning thoughts, sir? Morning thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a nice day. Looks
Yeah.
like the sky's reasonably calm.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't sleep very well, so I feel a bit groggy, but apart from that, I'm alright. And it's nice to be well over halfway.
That is indeed
Starting
true.
to tick off days to the end now. Not that I want it to finish particularly, but
How many more sleeps?
3, 4, 4.
3 or 4 more sleeps
Four.
till we get to Robin Hood's Bay. Exciting times.
We've got tonight at Brompton, Ingleby Cross, Chop In, Glaisdale. Chop Gate, and Chop Yam in Glaisdale.
Yeah, that's how you say it. Apparently, you
Yam.
say chop gate, you say chop yam.
Chop Yam.
Chop yam. Otherwise they hate you because they think you're not a local.
Real townie.
You can tell with my accent, you know, would think I'm a local. Been alright, my thick Yorkshire accent.
Yeah.
For the American viewers. The ale house on the way down to the village. By the stream, side of the hill, just up from the pub. It's about 8:30 in the morning. Birds are chirping. Here we are back at the Bridge Inn. Well, we had a few drinks last night. Very nice. Really nice pub, really dog friendly. Loads of dogs in there, a lot of local people. Great place. Really enjoyed it. It's along the road up to a little priory up here. So still, peaceful. It's very nice. Actually feels very much like spring now. Just this was like a last minute trip that, for me, that Dunk invited me on. He'd already organised it and planning to do this for ages. My girlfriend, who's Filipina, was meant to be coming and spending this 3-week holiday with me. Unfortunately, that didn't pan out, which kind of like put me in a bit of a flat spin, and well, not oversharing. So yeah, I basically needed to fill up. I didn't need to, but I wanted to then occupy myself. So I wanted to occupy myself for the couple of weeks, and this sounded like a fantastic thing to do. I'm really glad I've done it. It really has. It really has kind of sorted my mind out. There are a lot of things. Actually, anyone with a Filipino girlfriend will kind of know what I'm going through and talking about. Anyway, so I have enjoyed doing this walk, even though I'm not finished. Enjoyed doing this walk very much, and carrying all this camping gear, and I'm not particularly using it, which is a shame. A, because it's heavy, and B, because it would be nice, but it's like a lot of rain, and then I get very cold when I get wet, so I'm taking the opportunity. Anyway, I'm with the guys, and it's kind of nice to share where we're sleeping. Oh, what a cute sheep. So I am toying with the idea, running it around in my head, of there's Land's End to John O'Groats, or John O'Groats to Land's End. So kind of toying with the idea of walking that, but trying to do as much wild camping and rough camping as I can within, say, a school holiday, like my summer holidays, which is a couple of months. So just trying, and then it's the long days, it's hotter days, don't need to carry so much stuff, and then see how far I can get from John O'Groats in Scotland down to Land's End, and then try and go as rural as I can. I think that would be a brilliant thing to do. I would love to do that. So anyway, let me know if that would be of interest to you, and maybe I'll plan it for next year. Alright, guessing that tower is the priory, but hard to see it because the farm is it's just there. Yeah, I find it quite cathartic doing these walks, and a lot of time to think about stuff and talk to the camera. There you go, Marrick Priory. Nice outdoor education place. Oh, cool, very nice. Just coming up the hill. Nice little mission. I think it's now a someone's private house. This guy even. And there is another place we looked at camping. That's called Nunkert Nook. That's one place, and we're just going to go to the right of that little farm thing over there. That's called Ella's Plantation, and we're going to just head off over the hill in that direction. So, yeah, campsite there. She knew, but it's quite away from Reeth. See the back of the farm. Some caravans there. So this must be the camping field. Alright, we've just reached the village of Mask, and got some nice clear coast to coast signage here. So let's see if there's a little cafe in Mask. Get a pint of Yorkshire tea. Tea time? Time for tea? Morning. Oh, loads of these around here.
It's alright now. The last few days have been a bit rough, but I'm at that, yeah. Right now.
Just heading through Whitcliffe Woods, and this should bring us into, in a couple of minutes, maybe 10 minutes, into the back of Richmond. So we're going to stop there for a tea. Just heading into Richmond now, heading down towards the middle where the castle is. Have a look around. Should we go and look at the castle? Right, we've seen it. Let's go.
I don't understand that sign. It says
the old railway line, and right, so just heading out of Richmond now, and we're going to head down to the old railway line, where we will follow the railway line to Brompton on Swale. Just a view back looking at the castle and the tower, and we're just going to head down into the station, which is here, and we're going to follow the train, old train line, just to the south of the river. Train line must be over here, that's where the station is.
I had a very nice day riding from Pamplona to San Sebastian on the old railway line.
Just crossing back over the River Swale.
Crossing the Swale again.
Crossing the Swale again.
We did it by foot initially, didn't we?
You did? Yep. And you said this is the fastest flowing river in this Pennines area.
Slow down, nice.
On YouTube. I'm putting you guys on YouTube.
You're on YouTube.
Putting you on YouTube again. Sure I didn't get your muddy tumble. Right, here's Easby Abbey. Catterick Garrison. Right, Love Lane House. Sure, why not? Just coming to Easby now. There's some very nice big old houses around here. I'd imagine that they made a lot of their money on the back of the wool industry, sheep industry. But they look amazing. So this is Easby Abbey coming up. Very nice. The old part of the abbey there, the ruins. Easby Church. Nice bit of old history. Wow. Right, this is where we're going to be. End of tomorrow, we're going to be, if you look ahead, that is the North Yorkshire Moors, going sheer up that kind of plateau onto the moorland where we're going to be climbing. So the Bluebell Inn is over there, Inglebury, something or other. Reach where we're staying tonight is the bunk barn, 15 quid, and then there's a shop opposite. And then obviously we're heading to the
Crown for pints.
for pint of beer. Just one?
Well,
Yeah, one or two.
One or
Let's
two.
think that barn is
One or two. Alright, let's go. We found it.
first pub in the village. It might be outside.
First-
First. I'm having a shit.
I think the only pub in the village. Well, that's interesting. Look, an old English telephone box. They turned it into a little library for the people. Come and get your books in here. Quite cool, isn't it? Nice idea. And a defib if you have too many drinks. Right, here we are. Well deserved pint of cider. It's good stuff. We are now heading into the bunk barn.
We did, yeah.
Oh, did you?
Oh, alright.
Oh, very posh, isn't it?
It was alright.
Yeah.
Well, is it, you didn't say posh, is it posh? I mean, it's a posh house. Did you show
Look
that?
at them all.
Really, come on.
Oh, the farmers we
Oh,
used
this is
to.
very nice.
Cool.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I like this.
Right,
So we can't be the only ones, surely. We are. Aren't we?
party time.
a couple came earlier. They were going to tent, I don't know where. They saw the sign and thought they'd come and look. But there were a couple. Visitor book, that's entirely up to you. Are you going to the pub or looking after yourself?
I think
Get
both-
something from the
A
shop?
bit of both, I think. A
Pub
bit
for
of
dinner,
both.
cook, look after yourself some breakfast, I think, probably. I think that's
If you ask at the pub, she'll do your breakfast.
Oh,
she
she said bring the menus up.
She told us to bring these menus for you. There you go.
I don't wash basin, right, I'll leave you to bundle along.
And then we
Cool.
just,
And you can have a room each as long as you leave it tidy.
yeah.
That is the bunk barn. That is the bunk barn at Roses. Pretty cool. So yeah, we're going to get stuck in here. Upstairs, downstairs, the lounge area and the kitchen, and upstairs the sleeping. Right, so this place is, I think it's £15 a night. Bit basic, but it says you've got to use your sleeping bag. Feels cold, so obviously not a lot of heating going on at the moment, but it's got everything you need. Basic, but okay. Oh my god. Look at this. 10p and then you turn it. Wowee. Bloody hell, that is like old school. So we've got a cup of tea from Rosie, cup of tea and a chocky bicky, so we can just relax a little bit. That is going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. today's walk. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now. Take care. Let's have a look. Here's the latest. 7th of March 2024. Hi, today we are going from Brompton-on-Swale to Ingleby Cross, the Bluebell Inn. So if you like what I'm doing and you want to see more, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, be reminded. Anyway, let's get on with what we're doing today, and that's hiking. Day 10. Today is going to be a long, wet day, but just have to do it, suck it up and get on with it. Any morning thoughts from anyone?
Cat in the window.
Oh yeah.
Breakfast, well cooked breakfast.
Yeah, so thank Andy.
I think Andy must hold the record for generating the most washing up for a single meal. We both reckon we could have done it with one frying pan and everything would still be warm. I do.
This way, 20 miles. Right, just going under the A1M. Just here. Catterick Garrison is like that away. That's Catterick Garrison, the army. That will give you some idea of how we have walked from St. Bees. This day is going to be basically flat, long flat day of about 20 miles. It's rained overnight, and this river is swollen. The side's really running. So we've just come off the road now, and then we're just got to follow this for I don't know how long. I think there's going to be a lot of this today, which is going to be pretty boring. So I don't know how much I'll actually record today. I'll just play it by ear. So if there's anything interesting, obviously I'll be videoing it. Otherwise, might be a short episode today. Lucky you. We've reached the little village of Bolton-on-Swale. So actually we've been following the Swale River. This is our third day. I think we're just kind of leaving it now. So just keeping to the coast-to-coast route. So yeah, 3 days following that river. It's kind of nice. It's a very picturesque little village. Nice big gates to this place. Very nice. Back to the rainy fields. Wet feet again, I think. Water everywhere. In fact, the river is higher than where we are now. Wet feet again. Bugger. Right, unfortunately, Dunk's picked up an injury, so he's going to take a rest for a few hours and then meet us a bit later. We're going to continue.
Shit happens.
Shit happens. Do you know what?
Didn't do enough shitting this morning. Get rid of enough weight.
It's a fucking horrible walk anyway, so you're not missing a lot.
Not the point though, is it?
No, no.
Right, off you go, lads.
Right,
I'm going to get out there.
Alright, good luck.
Yeah.
Catch you in a bit. Very muddy fields, farms, bogs, mud. Yeah, getting there slowly. Right, rain is just starting. Luckily we avoided it for most of the morning. Forecast heavy rain. So here it is, it's starting. But it's rather pretty, all the blossom on this hedge here. Very nice. This looks dry until you get to these areas and you just see that it's just waterlogged everywhere, which makes progress very hard going and slippery. Hard work. There's no way to avoid it, and once you're wet you might as well just keep ploughing through the middle of it regardless. And just reached this little church home camping site, tuck shop, what is it, DIY, Israel tuck shop. It's a honesty thing, I guess. It's just do it yourself.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's fine, I'm sure you have. It's worth if you want a cuppa. I'm just going out to get some milk to the house and stuff to do.
Alright, nice little. Oh, brilliant.
There's even an alcohol-free beer.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Cool, thanks a lot.
No, it's my pleasure. All the best.
Cheers. Sweet.
That is sweet.
How much is tea? Right, this is a great little find. Showers there. This is church home camping. I'll just show the campsite. This is the campsite, really nicely kept. Like that. So, great place. Yep, more rivers and bogs.
I don't want to get wet through.
Our path looks like the river, it's so flooded. There's literally nowhere dry to walk. So it's just like coming up over the top of the boots, deep mud, horrible, claggy, slippy, cold. What's the nice bit? Oh yeah, the blossom looks pretty. Even though worm's given up. Yeah, no, the blossom looks nice, looking on the positive side. And it's not raining so much. Oh my god, this is deep. And then more positives is I'm camping tonight.
I'm going to run through.
Oh yeah, I'll film that. Oh, you didn't lie. That was great.
Well,
Does that make any difference?
yeah, because the less time the water is leaking up between here and the boot,
Yeah.
the more chance I have of it staying
So
dry.
if you'd stayed on top of the water, it'd be even better.
Well,
Just move your feet a bit quicker.
if I have to walk on water, then I would.
Right. Right. Train's coming. I'm running. Because we've got to cross it. I want to film the train coming through. Stop, listen, we have a train. Right. Yeah, here we go. Oh. So we have not got that far to go now until we are at Inglebury Cross. It's about just after 4 o'clock, so maybe another hour. We should get there by 5 to get into Inglebury Cross. It's been oh, it's been alright. It's been a very wet day, literally no elevation. Tomorrow, like up there, and then it's 3 days over the moors. So that is the tip of the North Yorkshire Moors. About another mile to the pub, and I'm camping tonight, so in a minute you'll see setting up my camp for the night in the beer garden of the pub. Right, we need to get over there. Bloody hell. Oh, that could be the time. Oh. Made a break for it. Alright. Gotta get this side. So fast. Okay. Right. Take your life in your hands there, but we're through. We are. Bluebell Inn. This is where we'll be spending the night. I'll be outside in a tent. Not exactly wild camping, but I will have a cold sleeping bag and a warm beer for the night. It'll be lovely. You feeling Andy? Be knackered. It's rather a nice building, this our house. Right, Bluebell Inn. So she said to camp on this top field, which I guess is here. I'm just going to camp here somewhere. Oh sweet, got a kettle here, toilet, shower, nice. So right, I borrowed a slightly bigger tent for tonight in case it rains, which it could well do. I've got a little bit more room in there. So I'm away from the edge. So hopefully it's going to be nice and dry for tonight in the Bell Inn. It's day 11. Didn't rain last night. It's a beautiful morning. A little bit chilly in the tent. So I'm just packing up. I'm going to make myself some breakfast. And then we head off up onto the Yorkshire Moors for 3 days. Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going from the Bluebell Inn to Chopgate, or I think they say Chop Yat, the locals say. So if you like this kind of content, please remember to subscribe to the channel. If you want to see me get more muddy and dirty and probably fall over, please subscribe to the channel. If you like this kind of content and want to see more. Right, let's get packed up. I'll show you more in a minute. Alright, we have a glorious but somewhat chilly morning on the start of day 11. We are just leaving the Bluebell Inn, ready for our 3 days crossing the North York Moors. So it's about 8:30 in the morning. Done my camping for the night. These guys are in a room. So it's bon voyage, Bluebell, and hello North York Moors. First little bit up there is
Our first stint for the day.
up and over. First little climb for the day. There you go, Bluebell. Very nice pub, great food, nice atmosphere inside. Well worth a visit should you happen to be anywhere near Ingleby Cross. Thoughts for the day?
And then there were two.
Yeah, unfortunately Duncan's leg or hip. Unfortunately, Duncan's leg or hip problem has not got any better overnight. So he is understandably gutted, but he won't be continuing, but he's threatening to come back and finish it off with Andy maybe next time, so they can both complete the whole 190-mile walk together, which would be great. So I think they're going to do that. When are you going to do that next year? Yeah, whenever. There you go. You've heard it here. You've heard it here first. They've actually agreed to it on camera.
I'm doing Kirby Stevens.
Agreed to on camera. There's no way now they can back down. Alright, so rather beautiful little village or settlement. Look at the size of this place. Beautiful house, massive. It's like 4 stories. It's a big old gaff. This is a private road we're walking up now, footpath only. So, exclusive area on the moors. Alright, this is our trail. Actually, most of Yorkshire's been pretty well signposted. Navigation's been fairly straightforward on some of it. Some of it's been a nightmare to navigate. You need proper map skills. But getting signs is lovely, so. Alright, there's our view back from where we walked over that way. This is the Vale of Richmond. Forecast a bit of rain by 11. So in like 3 hours time.
Weather dominates the report.
Yeah, 3 hours time it should be pissing it down. Alright, bit of climbing. Keeping on the right path. Leaving the Vale of Richmond and heading along Cleveland Way. Very soon we'll be up on the moors for real. Almost there. Crossing this communications place up on the moors. Look at all these telephone and radio things. Look at the amount of locks they've got. How many locks do you need to get in there? Anyway, keep going. Radio signal, telephone signal, good. For about an hour and we are basically parallel. That is the Bluebell Inn, just there somewhere, where we spent last night. There's the A1M over there, Bluebell Inn there, and then we've come up, done a big zig and then a zag, and then we're back here. Kind of parallel. But it's been worth it because we are up here, which is beautiful. Only problem is we've got to drop down into that valley to reclimb that hill over there. So that's going to be a bit of fun later on. Right, making fairly good progress today. Cold wind from behind, pushing us along a little bit, but sunny but chilly. So it's all good. Rather cool feature up ahead, that mound, that treed mound. Map, apparently that is Scarth Wood. If you're from round here, you know the area, then just let us know. Is that Scarth Wood?
To hear that,
Bill Cowley,
we
1994.
were down there like a shot.
Well, I'd hope so. Old train carriage. Train carriage log store. Perfect way to keep your logs dry. Alright, we're going to climb up another hill. We've just come down, we're going to climb up. I dare say we will do that repeatedly over the next few days, as we've done over the last 11 days. Wainwright was not a fan of the straight line. Its paths seem to wiggle and wander through some rather beautiful countryside on these footpaths, avoiding civilization and roads.
You're gonna have to beep out.
Okay. Alright, I'll beep that out. The wind's changed, the weather's changed, you can feel it's different, and you can see the line of rain fast approaching us, getting blown across. So no doubt in about 20 minutes we'll be getting wet. Anyway, a little bit steep up here. Straight up, right? Yeah. Cheers. Thank you very much. Right. Oh joy. Thank you, Wainwright. So when we get to a difficult or challenging bit, or a bit we're not sure about, we do a WWWD. Or what would Wainwright do? That normally sorts us out. If you look at the hill in the distance, that's where we've come from. And just keep heading on this path. Yeah, so Duncan had to bail because of his leg, but what he's going to do is he's going to try and hitchhike or get the bus back to his car, which is in Harrogate. So he's going to try and hitchhike. I don't know, is hitchhiking a thing anymore? Do people actually pick up hitchhikers? I've not hitchhiked since I was a teenager, so I don't know. But anyway, so he's going to go down there. He's going to meet us tonight in Chopyat, spelled Chopgate, Chopyat, in the back inn, and then he'll meet us next time at Robin Hood's Bay, which will make life a lot easier for me and Andy. So yeah, thank you Duncan for doing that for us. Shame you couldn't finish it together. Apparently that little hill is Hall Hill, not whatever I was calling it. I was just talking to the camera, and I think over here is the North Sea, and I think this way is a cup of tea.
Started with you at speed, so I haven't done the coast to coast.
No.
But
yeah,
what I have done as a proud Yorkshireman, I've walked from the uttermost west of Yorkshire to the uttermost east of Yorkshire.
Yeah.
So I've done the
whole of Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Deliberate. Yeah, Yorkshireman can't go to Cumbria.
You need a visa. Ah. About 6 miles so far.
We've walked.
Yeah, came from that end headland down in the valley, and over that one, over that one, over that one, over here. Quite a way. Quite a view as well. Spectacular. How many miles does this stretch for? Down to?
Well, west to east, 40 miles.
Right.
That's how far it was from.
Yeah. 40 miles across by.
North to south, I think it's a bit thinner, 30 miles.
Right.
That's 1,200 square
Oh, 1,200 square miles. 1,200 square miles. 1,200 square miles of that. Coming up to the trig point for this area. Hey, here it is. That, I believe, is the North Sea, isn't it? See the seaside. Finally see the sea. Straight ahead. The grey line, the darker grey line, below the lighter grey line, above the greeny grey line, is the sea. There, lovely. Find Lordstones, which was marked on the map. So yeah, so we'll just stop here, get a cup of tea. Nice big umbrella. Nice cup of tea done.
Good?
Yeah, all good.
And it's going to rain on us.
It's going to rain all the way, isn't it?
It was forecast, wasn't it? So.
Yeah, that's true. It's forecast for heavy, wasn't it?
Sorry?
A lot heavier.
Yeah. I still think it's going to clear up. I live in
The eternal optimist. Glass half full.
I am a glass half full, but
I'm a glass half full guy.
occasionally I get disappointed because I anticipate glass half full and it's fully empty.
Companion for the last few miles, and our cup of tea is leaving us, heading that way, and we are heading up and over this hill in front of us. So windy. It's almost impossible to walk. Oh. Big rocks out the wind, and then we have to go on around that stack there. Wow, I think this is the last big climb for the day. In a slightly wrong trail, so we are bundu bashing up this steep bit to the trail. My turn. Right. Path's up there.
Path's here.
Yeah, we should have gone up back down there. Right. Difficult to try not to slip to my death and film, but I'll try. Oh, jeez. Still filming. Right, here we go. Ah, yay. Back to the wind.
Slight detour.
Oh, holy moly. Right. Really busy up there. People everywhere. We have arrived at tonight's destination. We are staying in at the Buck Inn. So we've got a triple room in here for tonight. No camping for me tonight. It's posh all the way at the Buck Inn. Lovely. German food, beer and wine.
Taylors.
Oh, pint of Taylors as well. Nice. Hey? About 30 left, I think, isn't it? It's not far. Because the route was paved. It's not like.
I suppose it makes heck of a difference. Right?
Makes heck of a difference. Not wading for a swamp.
So that's it.
Hi everyone and welcome back. Today we are going from Chop Yard. We're going from the Buck Inn to the, oh god, it's muddy, to the camping barn near Glidesdale. So if you want to see me get more muddy and dirty and probably fall over, please subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content and want to see more. Welcome to day 12. We are starting off. We've just left the Buck Inn. Had a great stay there with Wolfgang. Thank you very much, Wolfgang. Great food, nice chats. Had a really good stay. Highly recommend the Buck Inn for doing this trip. So we got about 18 miles I think to do today. 18 miles and we're staying at the camping barn. Camping barn.
It's going to be a beautiful day.
It is going to be a beautiful day. Look at that sky, glorious. I made quite an early start today. It's now 8:30 and we're already on the trail. We must have left like 8:15. I'm going to make about 18 miles to our camping barn. Not really sure what that's going to be like. Basic I expect, but it'll be okay. Anyway, if it's going to be like this all day, it'll be glorious. So I think we just stay up high most of the day. I don't think there's too many ups and downs. We'll just have this. Told you, but the day before yesterday I got a missed phone call, so I rang them back, and it was a gallery somewhere in Poole, Dorset, and I'd submitted some work painting to them, or paintings, and they were ringing me to tell me that they had accepted it into an exhibition they were doing, which I was very chuffed about. Unfortunately, not being anywhere near where I could get to the painting and take it to Poole, which needed to be there tomorrow, I couldn't do it. So that was a little bit disappointing. However, it does make me think that I was right about pursuing a passion, following a dream, doing something that you have an interest in. Why not? What else are you going to do with your life? Better to do that than just boring mundane work that you do day to day. If you don't have something to aim for, then you literally just work and sleep and die. So yeah, keep the dream alive, that's what I say. Right, it is moorland now, probably for the next 2 days, so it's going to be like this, brown, but it's okay. It's not raining and the sun is trying to come out. Almost 9 o'clock in the morning. What are we looking at?
On to the second page.
Well, second page on the map.
Well, not the second on the map. So we started there, we've gone up the hill.
Right.
So we're either there or there.
As we weave our merry way through the North Yorkshire moors. So that was that track going along that one, along that ridge. So we are following an old train track.
What do you think?
Or was it the old Roman road?
Well, it was Roman Hadrian's Wall originally.
Yeah, originally.
It's real Hadrian's Wall.
Yeah.
The one up north, fake. Fake news. is from 19th century.
Now you know. Heard it here first.
They wanted to make out the Romans got further north than they ever did. Really, they only got as far as the North York Moors.
It's all lies and
Yeah.
history's all lies.
Under here, the original foundations.
Wow. Hidden away. Right, we're heading over there to, I can't remember what the name of that inn is.
Lion.
What? Lion Inn, yeah, the Lion Inn. So we're following the railway line. Can't remember the name of the railway line. Remember?
No, it's the
Rose Line?
Rose Valley Line. Or Rose.
Something about roses. Anyway, that is a cup of tea waiting for us when we go around there. But I just thought I'd show you the view. It's rather lovely. Beautiful green fields.
Yeah, so that will just
Dark in this. Right, this is the Lion Inn where you can get a B&B for the night.
Seriously.
The old railway. Right, you can stay here for the night as well. Apparently they do really good food, generous food. Alright, there you go, Lion Inn, so accommodation, don't know how much it costs, varied for whatever you get, but they do good food apparently, we do a lot of food for your money, so that's quite good. And you can see you are on the middle of the moor, literally in the middle of chuffing nowhere. Lion Inn, lionblakey.co.uk. That track goes all the way around the hill. This is the old Rosedale railway line, and in the distance you can see some arches taking whatever was mining out. We're going to the coast to ship out. Maybe coal, I don't know. Right, you can see in the distance the Lion Inn is just over there, so we've walked all around here, and then some over there is called Millennium Stone. We're going to head for on the hill, heading down to Bank House Farm Hostel. I believe they're going to make us a nice meat pie when we get there, so I've not eaten since that nice big fry up this morning, so that'll be a bit of welcome food. Looking forward to it. It's not meant to rain today, but look at that, it looks a bit ominous. We'll see. Alright, this is called the Millennium Stone. Oh, people have been hiding the money in there. Good luck, I guess. Anyway, there it is. ADMM. We'll sit by the Millennium Stone, and he's trying out his new gadget. Solar power. Solar power with the sun.
solar powered battery.
Solar powered battery. Wonder how well that will work. What's this trough house? Is it a bothy?
Oh, it's a place you could stay.
I wonder if there's a opening, if there's an open door. No, it's locked. All locked. There's a sign out there, 1801 that was built. 1801.
Beds upstairs.
Yeah, beds upstairs. Nice. There is the solar charging pack on the back. soaking up these rays from the Yorkshire sun. Can't see a percentage on it now. Right, if you look here, these markings where they've harvested the peat, and then it regrows, and then they harvest a bit more. It must take years to regrow, I would have thought. Alright, we're just heading over this. Just down there is the village of Fryup. Cool name, Fryup village. This stuff here is where they've had fires, moorland fires. You see all the edges are burnt. Yeah, big areas. Very encouraging. The end of today, I can see it. So just down there is a farm, which is where we're heading, New House Farm. So we've got to walk down over that, and then we'll go down, and then we'll just cut across the valley, and that'll be us for the day. Happy days, looking forward to that. You know, 3 miles, still a bit of wind, but nice walking. And we've only got a couple of miles left to go now. Yeah, considering I've walked, what is it, 170 miles, my feet are actually not too bad a shape. I've got a blister on my right toe, little toe. That's about it really. The rest of me feel fine. My soles of my feet are a bit sore because we did a lot of road stuff today, which is a little bit rubbish, but it is what it is anyway. Discovering I'm not that there for. It's kind of weird. River, I guess, water. Seems to be a bridge. Tunnel, bridge. It is. Very elaborate. Tiny little stream. All the way down. We are here. Bank House Farm. Bunk barn. There we go. That's where we're heading. Up there. We are here. Oh, I guess we're sleeping in there. This is where we are tonight. Camping barn. Very basic, just a mattress in a barn. And more there. More beds. But it's like 12 quid, I think, so it's not bad. It is what it is. It's got a roof. It's dry. Right, gonna have a shower. Today, literally just woken up. 6:30 AM in the camping barn, and it's the last day. Getting ready to rumble. Oh, right. Time for a quick coffee. Quick coffee before we go. I just go in here.
Last day.
Last day.
Not raining.
Not raining. Looks like quite a nice day. We've got about
Feels good.
7k walk now into Gromont, up that hill into Gromont to get some breakfast. We're going up to this track, then we go along through the woods, and then Gromont is that way. Having to bundu bash. We're bundu bashing to avoid the massive bog down there, try and keep our feet dry. So it's beating our way through the undergrowth. 7 AM, nice way to wake up. Oh, shoot. I don't want to get wet feet. Right, maybe here. Bit of a big jump, done it? Right. Problem is, you've got longer legs.
Left foot on that there, that's your last bit of firm.
Right, I'll just jump if you.
Quickly, and go!
Oh! Bollocks! Couldn't manage it, my little leg, couldn't manage it. Shit.
Jump.
Oh, crap. Oh, we're heading to that road. And the road basically takes us to, what's that place called? Something Bridge, Egmont Bridge. Right ahead of us it is the sea.
Definitely the sea.
That's definitely the sea, first glimpse of the sea. So is that the hill we've got to climb over to get to it?
Probably.
Probably.
That's the east coast.
And then what's that radar base over there called?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you remember? But what did
There's
you?
a listening base called Farmingdale, but that is just an old RAF.
So that's an
radar.
old RAF radar where they first did radar
Yeah,
testing the radar in which war?
World War II.
World War II. There you go. Absolute wealth of knowledge, this channel. Building we were talking about just to the left of that road sign is a big white block. We're more happy to see that after walking 13 days across England. Sore feet, but feeling good. Glad to have done it, glad to have made it. Right, onward to breakfast at Groymont.
On this side, September the 5th, 1782. Nothing happened.
Yeah, it's the kind of place I would happily come and spend a weekend. Amazing.
So we have
I think we'll just go straight down to Egdon Bridge. Beautiful. Morning air. Lovely, there's a little churchy thing over there. I hope we go past that. So we're almost back on the coast to coast. We're in Delves. So we had to take a slight detour off the exact Wainwright line from the coast to coast because the bank house farm camping barns aren't on the actual route, so we took a little detour to go there, and now we're just heading back along the road back to the actual c2c Wainwright route. So, yeah, so it's a lovely morning and we're enjoying it. That is a woodpecker up in the tree.
I think there might be
Let's live a little. Let's live on the edge. Bit of excitement. Get ourselves over this little bridge. Oh, we didn't need to. What the hell? Let's do it anyway. Yay! Magnificent old buildings. It's Egdon Bridge. Well on the way to our breakfast, but it's beautiful. Beautiful hiking, even though it's on the road, which we don't like. We don't like walking on roads. However, oh, this is Egerton 1 mile. However, it's rather a peaceful little village, hamlet. Alders, pretty massive church for a small little village. Looks very nice. Train station. First gate. Nice. It's the old schoolhouse, circa 1685, rebuilt 1971. Tiny little place. Must have had about 3 students in their classes. Tiny. Massive hill. I realised we're heading to Egmont rather than... we're heading the wrong way basically, so we just hiked up a mile up this massive hill. Going the wrong way! We need to head back to the river, don't we? Otherwise it's a massive dog's leg.
There's
Where's the map?
there's a path from school. We must have already got up most of this.
Yeah.
So there's this path that takes us down there.
So we were here at Egton Bridge and we're heading to Egton, and we should have been heading to Gromont here.
So we've been past.
So we would have been halfway to bloody breakfast.
Fucking hell.
Shit.
I should have thought about that.
Didn't check, did we? Oh well, never mind. That's life. Schoolhouse Farm.
Schoolhouse Farm.
Alright, we're going along one of the old village roads. It's amazing that these used to be the thoroughfares between villages before the days of tarmac roads. Find a way through. Is that what's that there? Is that a gate? So we're just going through fields at the moment. Oh look, there's 2 deer. See those deer down there? Straight ahead. Deer, straight ahead. We've made it back to the trail. We've decided to call that our wildlife detour. 3 deer, barn owls, fluffy bunnies, sheepies, all kinds of interesting and wonderful bits of nature we've seen. Doing another 2 miles. Probably have done near 200 miles now with all these detours. We are so lucky in England, we still have all these public rights of way, footpaths, bridle paths, access to land that allow us to do this traverse of England. 190, 200 miles, all on public access. That's amazing. There's many countries I've lived where you just can't do that. It's all private. Not allowed on it, so we should consider ourselves very grateful that we've got these routes, these ancient routes and paths that we can take. You want to take a swing? Want a little swing? Go on, have a swing. Go on, treat yourself. Spoil yourself, have a swing.
I don't want to swing.
Flowers out on the Ramazans.
Cross bridge and then into town.
Cross bridge into town. It is Gromont. We are almost level crossing for the train. Oh, post office. So now we need to find somewhere we can get breakfast or food and a coffee. Let's have a look in here. Oh wow, look at this station. Finally breakfasting it. Sausage, egg, black coffee, bit of HP, £8.50. Happy days. What a morning, what a morning. An exciting morning we've had. We've had steam trains, breakfast in the station, and now a 15-mile hike to Robin Hood's Bay. Does life get any better, I ask you? Thoughts for the day?
I need a powered exoskeleton
Right.
to get me up hills.
Yeah, I know. You look like you've already got one, the way you're walking. Just walking backwards. You can see where we've come from, all the way over there. Long way. Sweet. This place is called Lucy's View. Lucy must have liked sitting here. And looking out there, I can see what she liked about it. Ah, beautiful. Right. Oh man! Right, up on here, take a 360 shot, get a good viewpoint. Yow. That is it. It's all over by the shouting. It is the white rose of Yorkshire. What were the other roses?
Red rose, Lancashire, I think.
When was the War of the Roses? Any information for the viewers?
16 something.
Okay, there you go. 3 3/4 miles, coast to coast footpath. Alright, we're going to Falling Foss. Fallen giants, the tumult of my heart is stilled within this sheltered spot, deep in the bosom of the woods, forgetting and forgot. Soon the bluebells will be out.
Yeah.
They will be around my neck of the woods in Dorset anyway. Very interesting up ahead. There is a hole carved in this huge stone. This place is pretty cool, 1790. Hermitage, I don't know if you'll be able to see in here. Very cool rock, all carved out by hand. You can see in here where it's been carved, all carved out of one solid. If you look at that, all been carved out. Chip, chip, chip. Huge stone. Interesting place. Falling Foss waterfalls, and through the tree line we can make out a little tea shed, hopefully. So it's my round of teas if there's a tea shed. I think today's video is going to be quite a long one. A lot of interesting stuff around here. Wow. Have a look at Falling Foss. There she is in all her glory. Right, let's get some teas. Oh, bit of a queue. And if you grab a seat, I'll queue up if you want. Grab a seat. Seat. Yeah, I saw alcohol, but I decided not to tell you, just in case. Thank you. All right, lovely little place, Falling Foss Tea House. Just a couple of teas, $2.20. Well worth a visit and a stop. Should you be near here? We are taking the Cinder Track, which is the old train line, just down in Robin Hood's Bay, and I believe now we have 3 miles left out of the 190. Oh, it's actually near 200 now because we're taking a few detours. So almost there, almost there. Apparently Wainwright Wainwright wouldn't have done this. What would Wainwright do? Apparently, he didn't go down here. He went to the Cleveland Way. So that's going to add even more to our finishing leg.
I know.
Because
This is the
Wainwright,
cinder path.
I know.
Right?
I thought it was quicker.
That is the Cleveland Way.
Right, okay, it's another mile, so ETA's out. Let's go. Oh, I thought you were tired.
I am absolutely boo-bad,
But
this is the route.
this is what Wainwright would have done.
It would. And I'm not with Wainwright on that,
But,
I'm doing this on behalf of my brother.
right.
He would be upset if we had not followed the route.
He could have just lied to him. He doesn't watch his videos anyway. No one watches his videos, so...
I'm going to watch them.
Oh, okay. There you go. You've got to sign up to YouTube then. Just around the headland a few miles. Oh, feet are killing. Got shin splints on the right side, which is agony. But we're almost there. And that is the coast. Yeah.
No,
Are we there yet?
no,
And now?
definitely no.
Oh, it is just got a final little bit around there, and we have finished. We have done 200 miles, give or take. Oh, my legs hurt. Here's the other end of the cinder track that I was hoping to take. That would have been a straight flat line, but oh no. No, we had to go all the way around to keep true to Wainwright. Bloody hell. Alright, we are just heading down to get our feet washed in the sea. Oh. Are we ever going to walk up this hill? I do not know. Finally, this is
There we go.
Robin Hood's Bay. Well done, mate. So we've made it here, finally. Oh, just gonna go down to the sea. Oh, if you like this, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed us getting across the country, coast to coast, 200 miles, following Wainwright's original. Right. Oh. Didn't bring a pebble. I'm going to wash my boots. Yeah. 13 days. 13 days, yeah. It's quite a way. Thank you. Oh, another adventure done. Hey, Doggy. 13 days.
I mean, for 7 days because
Can you do both at the same time?
I don't know. That's it. Is it already filming?
Yeah, cool.
Come on then. That's super cheesy. Never mind. Yeah, there we go. Well on, lads. There you go.
I'm just hobbling over to my hotel. I've literally just come from Robin Hood's Bay. And I'm going to find my hotel, which is up there. Once I get in there, I am going to review all the kit that I got in my bag, and then see, show you what I took, show you what I think of it, and then see what I'm going to take next time. So if you like that, thanks for watching this, and if you like that, then you might like this next video. Okay, see you next time.